And that is a bold decision. G2, a team that can kind of strong-arm their way through any matchup, no matter how weighted against them in that mid-game. You're looking at some of the squishier members on the side of G2, like a Thresh, like an Ezreal, and maybe that is where Pyrion can make the impact. For now, though, Caps continuing just to threaten here in the mid lane.
I know that Caps is on a tankier champion. It's still going to be hard to deal with him, and he also has a lot of pressure in the lane phase because that's just naturally what Urgot does. But again, I don't want to underestimate the power of LeBlanc, Lee Sin, and their ability to kill anyone.
Pyrion, though, may have overstayed his welcome now. Needs to try to make his way out to safety. First blood, taking down Caps, getting too aggressive, too reliant on the jungler. Jankos is going to get one back, but a misstep coming in for Caps in the mid lane.
And you're absolutely right.
Baiting him in. Pyrion does the double dash forward. Caps says, hey, maybe I have the opportunity here. Does get locked up. They're going to keep going for a little bit more. Are they going to be able to burn him down? But no, the perfect stun! They're beyond death! That was so clean.
Lee Sin has his ultimate.
Perfectly timed, and these are the narrow windows. Playing the odds. Hold that thought. The flash out from bot lane. They're going to back off. Colin comes in. Perks. Now he's still not too afraid of Jankos, but not entirely certain. Does see the play coming in mid lane. Dreams a crown shot, though. See an opportunity. That was clean from Mickey. Fantastic sidestep. The hook comes out. Now Dreams has overstayed his welcome. Beautiful Zanya to dodge the Ezreal ult. Jankos is here for the follow-up. He's going to make it out. Fantastic cancel once again from Dreams. The supports back and forth. Some fantastic individual mechanical plays. The flash out. A little unnecessary. Now trying to walk it off to safety. Keep your eyes on Caps and the ultimate available. Firing out. Does connect on the crown shot. Wants to get a little bit more damage. Wants to get just enough to bring him home. Fear Beyond Death won't connect. TP now coming in. Pyrion now playing him on the side. Warlib on the side. Coming right in the middle of the team. Cutting through the G2 lineup, but not quite enough on the ultimate. Pyrion going in. Warlib going to grab the kill in the end. SK aren't just matching anymore from the bottom.
It's Caps.
We're looking for the follow-up. Crown Shot has overstayed his welcome. Dreams needs to find a way to disengage, but it's going to be a difficult ask as Crown Shot gets lower and lower. Fear Beyond Death's available. They're taking their time with this one. Quite easy for G2 in the end. Clean follow-up. Dreams now trying to make it on safety. Pyrion is on the way, but it looks like he is just going to be a sacrificial lamb. Pyrion himself may turn right back around. They want nothing to do.
Deep ward. Lucian actually just walking over it right now. Teleport discrepancies.
Lockdown. Selfmade is right there, but Warlib is just going to get cut through in an instant. Pulled right back, but he brings the stun back to the team. Selfmade is going to be able to find a kill back. Now trying to outplay this one. Now trying to play it safety. Caps taking a lot of damage here. The dash to the side. Selfmade, the clean looking plays. Jankos manages to live in the end, but it's so close. And now it is Crown Shot in trouble. Perks and Mickey for looking for a little bit of revenge. They know the Braum isn't there. They know Crown Shot's life is in their hands. Feeling alive. It was a bit shaky there for a few minutes, but the second they find an opportunity, the second SK exposes some of those weaknesses, they can capitalize, instantly eat through any stats that your teammates have with that Black Cleaver. And now they're going to get the Mountain Drake as well, so make the Barons and these towers a little bit easier to take. SK, though, maybe looking for that fight. You can see Warlib hover around on that flank.
Deep teleport. They're going to try to start it with Kennen.
Dreams, though, if he goes down right here as the fight kicks off, it's going to be a difficult start. The fear comes out. They pull right back. They're biding their time. Warlib now moving in, trying to lock up 3 members. He's going to stun down 2. Crown trying to look for the follow-up with the Colin. Can he take anybody down? Mickey's still alive, trying to cut him down. He's going to get him. Pyrion is here. He's backing off. 1 kill going in the favor of SK. Jankos ready to go back. Wonder off to the flank, but it's just kills for SK. There's a lot of low health bars on that G2 lineup. Of course, the double magic pen coming in for LeBlanc was hit a little bit on this patch. We'll wait to see the Ludens as the next item. And Urgot sitting comfortably on 2. Rip Trail going to be crucial, and G2 in absolute control. I feel like any game we see G2 get any kind of advantage, they just snowball so effectively.
They have been slowed down a little bit, and it doesn't feel like it, though, because...
Not interested in any more damage, just wants to continue to be a nuisance. Does not want to get locked up by the Kennen or the LeBlanc, and Wonder is going to grab a tower on the bottom side. So remember, early in the game, about a 2k gold lead. Focus on the Infernal Drake as G2, 5 members strong here. SK ready potentially for a fight if they want to kick it off. Kennen could
Infernal, maybe they look for a cheeky steal or something like that, but they should have traded some vision.
Now they're trying to set their sights on Jankos. 2 stacks, going to look for the chain CC, trying to delete the jungler, but Mickey is off to the side.
Huge damage.
Just free damage across the entire line. Here comes Warlib, but he might be a little bit too late. Now the Fear are going to get pulled back. They're just getting shredded. Not the engage SK wanted whatsoever.
The only silver lining for SK here is the fact that Selfmade's still alive, has Flash and the Smite. So as we see G2 turn towards the Baron, maybe there's a shot in hell, but frankly, SK might have just had the nail in the coffin there.
Yeah, they hammered it in themselves, sadly, and G2 apt to punish, going to continue chasing, trying to keep the jungler away. Perk trying to chase this one down. Selfmade trying to play Ring Around the Rosie, but they're not even focusing on the Baron anymore. He gets deleted. Free entry for G2. Warlib, ultimate up and available. He needs to try to find something here, but Wonder's such a confident duelist at this point in the game. Perk's coming over the wall. Warlib, all but guaranteed to die here. Here comes the ultimate running for his life. The flash! Within an inch of his life, Baron will fall in the favor of G2.
be able to fight them, why didn't we grab control over the vision around the Baron and the mid area to not fall into a flank like that?
Feels like desperation. Feels like they weren't entirely sure what they needed to be doing. But Pyrian now on the flank. Maybe they look for a little bit more here. Whirl here as well. Holding off on the fight.
Here comes Whirlip.
Trying to pull back. That's going to be the Cannon ultimate. Does stun down. Perks instantly taken out. That's the shutdown. Maybe they can get a little bit more, but Caps is on the backside. He's rolling right in onto Crown Shot. The Urgot is just too strong at this point in the game. They cut through him all too easily, and Whirlip is running through the hills. G2, too strong in these fights.
Just the meat grinder right there. They walked it through, and with so many members down, I think G2 can actually just push for the win here.
And Wonder's just saying, you're not even going to get back to your base. You're going to spend the full 8 seconds backing. Inhibitor down, 4 members here in the mid lane. Only Perks dropped in the fight for 3 members of SK. Pyrian, 1 man versus the world, 1 LeBlanc, nonetheless trying to dash his way through. Cap flying in, ready to follow up here. Trying to take him down. CC does connect on the gravity field. They want to cut through LeBlanc. They are going to be able to take him down. The hook goes in onto Whirlip. That's going to be it. That is all she wrote. SK starting strong, but things potentially turning back. The wave crashes in. Dreams wants to keep this fight going. Knows that the longer it goes, the more likely it is to go in their team's favor. Crown Shot is here as well. Maybe this is the point to turn for SK. Crown Shot firing in. Gravity field not quite going to connect. Dreams, though, now caught out in no man's land. Backing off as Wonder goes on a killing spree. Funneling in one at a time. G2 now set their sights on the Nexus. Not a lot of hope left. The classic G2 maneuver, they move in. They're just looking to make these guys feel like they've lost it all. Crown Shot trying to flee, trying to get something back. Kicked into the team. They will get one, but G2 now realizing the end is in sight will just focus the Nexus and take down SK. 1-3-1 to combat the Splice team fight. That feels like a big mix-up.
I don't think you have to go for the 1-3-1. It's going to be an option pending if Schalke's Rise and LeBlanc really get off and have that springboard and the advantage in the lane assignments. But I look at that composition, I'm like, Ezreal.
About this before, but being safe on red side top lane feels nearly impossible. And Odoamne not respecting the repeat gank. He's already blown his flash. It looks like he might just go down here in an instant. 3 stacks forward. That's to stun up. The aftershock damage comes in. Odoamne goes down. First blood. He was too keen to give his old teammate. He's looking at the how do we kill this guy in lane. Because very often that's what he's all about. But now, back into game. Ooh, see a little bit of aggression in the mid lane. Nice use the Darkened Blade. Oh, he's going to have to use the ultimate, but stunned up under tower. How many LeBlancs
are here is the fact that they know that LeBlanc doesn't have the TP, so they think that they have the numbers advantage.
Ulti flash, and he's gonna get it! He takes it away. No mercy here now coming in. Upset's off to the side. Copy's definitely trying to hold on for dear life, but Upset has more than enough damage to close it out in a second. All it took. They turn it around, they take the dragon, and right like that, the entire lead from Splice is deleted.
That is
I think both teams aware of what this game means, because once again, these are 2 teams trying to fight to make it to the top of the standings, and now Ignar trying to just knock him out. It looks like he tried to start the dot. You need to respect that turret, my friend. Memento, is this the turn? Are they going to be able to take this one?
That's a yes.
Payback! 1 for 1. I mean, you gotta respect it. Norscaren's out here on that Braum. Xerxes looks like he's gonna die, and he is. And in an instant, Frostcurrent, we talked about snowballing.
You called for action. Ignar roams around with Memento, as hold that thought.
Warren trying to turn this fight. He suddenly realizes there are 3 people in his lane, wants to get the kill back onto Vizichachi. He's gonna flash back into the tower, but just immediately deleted. Does not get ahead. They're just gonna kill anyone who stands under a tower. So far, so good. And now I'm wondering what Splice do to fire back. They're going to get a tower, but it's the 1-for-1 trade on the side of Schalke.
The Splice way would be to split up the map and start trading towers. It's not necessarily what the comp wants to do, but it's what Splice love to do.
Abadage, definitely feel
like to talk about this, Dracos, the fact that mages can actually siege towers really effectively.
It's so obnoxious. Why even take an 80 carry, some might ask. And by some, I mean me. I ask that when a LeBlanc can kill a tower in 5 hits. But the Ocean Drake will go to Splice in the meantime, so a Drake blue buff for himself, as well as the completed Archangels. And Vizichachi, he's going to be upgrading some other people's items, but outside of that, he is not going to be able to handle this 1v1.
As well as the mid lane structure objective, something is going to break here.
Splice are ready for the fight. They are going to take the mid lane. They see the side laners present, trying to get those waves pushed, so they're going to take that opportunity to push out and take the tier 1 to the bush, looking for the trap. Abadage still playing with a lot of confidence here. Unbreakable has now been burned. Means Ignar can try to find an engage under the back side. Upset does a lot of damage to that tank. Now he's looking for the engage, so they're immediately going to fire out. The Humanoid is already forced to use the ult. The Darkened Blade coming through, but already starting the resurrection. Vizichachi looking for Upset on the backside. He's still going to throw in a lot of damage. Can't find the ups. Ooh, can't find the knock-up in the end. Odoamne now coming in to clean up house. They're taking down the Olaf, but they can't get anything else because Abadage is out for blood. The flash forward from Ignar. Humanoid desperate to get something back, but it is not going to work out in the end. Kabe and Xerxes caught in the base of Schalke. No hope to survive. The Ezreal gets the double. They might just give him the triple. All too easy as Schalke destroy the fight.
And it's just a single team fight, and now Schalke...
Was not the case. Humanoid just the ultimate forced out immediately, dies immediately, gets the resurrect. That allows him to get something back, but it's just too good. And you can see the desperation to pick off upset on the backside does not pay off for Vizicachi, and Schalke confident.
And just the safety there. You know, how are you going to gank the Rise or the Ezreal or the LeBlanc?
Vizicachi desperate to get something here. Odoamne trying to sidestep the flash, still gets hit by the ultimate. Kabi on the way. The ulti not going to connect to the movement suits here and take him out. Odoamne solo killing Vizicachi, and it's upset over the wall. There's so much damage coming in. Northskyner's running for his life. Is he going to be able to make it down? Upset chasing down Humanoid, locked up. Ulti going to keep him alive for now. Are they going to go even deeper? Ignar ready to go in a moment's notice for the body slam. Here comes the Rise ultimate. No one's going to follow up. Instead, setting their sights on the tower. Schalke breaking into the base of Splice.
Yeah, and everything is falling on them. It's not just in the top lane, it's also in that mid lane. This is going to be a huge swing for Schalke.
Breaking one inhibitor. It looks like they're set to break two. The armor and MR change is not going to matter at this point for those inhibitors. Just dropping them instantly from this team composition, and with one inhibitor remaining, it feels like it is last dance for Splice in the fights to come.
Salt in the wound there from Ignar.
Dash over the wall, baiting him in. Buying a bit more time. And Schalke aren't even backing off.
Should be noted that Rise is escorting in the waves up into the top side of the base. So again, trying to split up Splice so they can't use their all-in engage together.
One more out on the tower from Upset. Doesn't want to push forward. They're just taking it out, trying to follow up, trying to re-engage. It's a slow, steady clear. They throw the Ezreal right into the Unbreakable, but the inhibitor is the goal in their sights. Slowly trying to chip it down, but now he's locked up. Upset is going to get taken down, and this is the chance to turn the fight. Splice ready now to fire back. Humanoid has to be careful, though. Odoamne still a massive damage threat. The rest of Schalke unafraid. They are not worried about the Ezreal. They have the Rise, they have the LeBlanc, and they're going to continue to pressure forward.
And it feels like they want to get this and get out.
Odoamne knocked up. Has he overstayed his welcome? Abadage running low on mana. Odoamne now could be in trouble. Humanoid right into the backline now, trying to turn it. He's burning down. He's going to come out of the zone. Use a die immediately. Shut down is massive. Splice turning it back. 3 inhibitors down, but they are going to be able to find the fight. Ignar taken out as well. Abadage running for his life, and Splice. A combo. 5K and dropping. Really no way for Splice to interact with this Baron. And with every inhibitor dead, it does feel like the inhibitor's now respawning on the top of the middle. That will buy them at least one wave where they don't have the double super minions, but you can see how quickly they're dying as Abadage and Upset do their due diligence to break these down. Splice holding on to one at least to deny the double spawn of super minions.
Someone's got to go, Splice.
They're calling the shot on Odoamne. They are going to find the knockup. Where's the follow-up going to be? Ignar with a quick disengage. It's a slow, controlled finish for Schalke as they walk into the base. Splice, once again, they've already burned a lot of engaged tools. Ignar's burned the cap in exchange. Humanoid trying to find something, but Abadage now pushing forward and leaping right back out. The Sejuani ult missed, and that might be all she wrote. Now moving in for Schalke as they push for a little bit more. Humanoid trying to land something, trying to get something. Eyes on Kabi in that ultimate. Where can he find it? The flash is up for Upset. They're going to be nigh impossible to lock down this Ezreal and LeBlanc. Schalke slowly picking away. Odoamne is going to get caught out, but there, the follow-up is now denied. They're trying to return. Upset free fire into the backline. Abadage leaping into everybody, and this could be the fight that Schalke need. But Splice already getting a lot of damage down from Kabi, but an instant turn as Odoamne just shreds through the backline. Memento still alive. A clean final fight for Schalke in the end, and they are going to take down Splice and move up to 4-1 in the standings.
And it frankly looked like a cat and mouse game to junglers. The difference between these two is, of course, going to be the windows.
Oh my god. That is a Yasuo for top lane and mid lane especially. Those solo laners would love to have the mana and health regen. Looks like Rogue will get it. Not going to be contested in the end by the Fnatic lineup.
Confidence to look at something like that, but it's an ocean. You're blind. Why try it?
Looking for the follow-up. Prophet now going to try to find his way in. Nemesis running for his life. The Ignite is there, and Senkux going to grab first blood. Fantastic start. Whipple may have overstayed his welcome. Body block there on the ultimate for the Urgon. The Urgon is going to drop as well in just a moment. Rogue 2-0 on, but now with the kill and the Black Cleaver under his belt, Prophet is looking quite comfortable.
This is a trap.
Was in, they're going to look for the engage. Immediately Bane is popping the ultimate. That's a huge AD steroid. That's going to be a massive difference maker. Hylissang, though, trying to lock it down, trying to keep them both stunned up, and now Reckless wants to fire back. GQ running for his life. The flash out. Wadid's going to body block, but he's all but set to fall. That's going to be a kill over to Reckless as the final auto finds the cow.
And they thought that Reckless and Hilly would get a little bit of a fast forward.
No fast forward. Back to live as Prophet now trying to dive. Bwipo have to respect the Urgot ulti, of course, but have to respect it a lot less when you're in Aatrox with your ulti up and available. Now going to try to take down Prophet. He's forced to use his ulti early on. Bwipo does go golden. They're trying to buy a bit more time, but Rogue is forced the lane swap already, and in goes the Zac, but it is too little too late. Aggro's going to reset on the back of that Aatrox ult, and Rogue are now set to break the first tower uncontested.
But this is a great
Rogue
dive.
have the massive lane leads. But that Rift Shell could turn into so much more, and Lospadid has something to say about it. The binding does connect. Zac now looking to turn the fight. The Kai'Sa very strong, but the Zac may have overstayed his welcome. He's not going to catch anybody on that ultimate. Nash needs to make it up safety. There's the stun. There's Senkuks on the backside. Now looking to find the follow-up. Now looking to leap in onto Hylissang, but a perfect stopwatch is going to stop him. Stuns him up. Lands the binding. Hylissang does not go down, but the knockup is there. Yasuo trying to convert. He does manage to go back. Senkuks cannot turn it in the end. Reckless is online, and Rogue got to be running. EQ finds the stun, though. Prophet moving into the backside. He can try to turn this one. He can try to land the multi-man knockup. EQ still alive. Running from Blippo. Blippo is going to take him down in the end. That's the 300 kill goal. That is a bloodbath on the top side of the map. Broxa leaps over. Makes it out to safety. The mission impossible escape. Nemesis has no mana, but still, they are desperate to keep this fight going. Is he going to get pulled back? Yes, Prophet. He smells blood in the water. He wants to take down the Syndra. Kikis is moving forward too. Blippo trying to stop them from getting anything there. Is the ulti. Blippo now going to turn it. He's going to take this lane right back in his favor. Prophet trying to play this one well. Hits the first strike. Hits no. Blippo. Beautiful disdain. Who's going to get it? He takes him down. Absolutely outplayed with the Urgot knockup.
And you can see it in the road cams. What it head in hands as a TP. They're going to try to catch him, but Blippo, he's on his way out.
Blippo backing. EQ desperate for a kill. Is he going to get it? EQ's forward. He does manage to take it. No. Blippo flips him. The shutdown coming in massive for Rogue to get it.
Reckless, I believe, gets a double kill by also taking down the Yasuo. That's going to feel good. But this extended engage is really just about Blippo walking people down. Prophet shows up. It looks okay. The fact that Nemesis sits with Blippo for so long, though, without any mana, I think he finds a single stun on Aatrox in the very end to help
control onto Rogue's bottom side. Kikis taking a lot of damage, knocked up, just keeping the chain CC there. Widid is not interested in disengaging that. He's just going to walk right away, and Kikis looks like he's been thrown to the wolves as Reckless is going to grab another kill. Prophet throws down a little bit more damage, but
extend or overextend and greed for the wave and fall to the prey that Senkuks was setting out. Said he just rotates behind the Rift Herald, and they get so much bang for their buck. Mid tower going down. Yeah, the zone control again is maybe a fight in mid.
Broxa trying to find the double connect is going to stun them together. Reckless with the black shield is going to be untouched. Waits for it to fall down. The Reckless to flash out, holding on to it. Now looking for a little bit more as Ouija's back off. Immediately going to delete Prophet. Now trying to find Reckless, chasing him down the Darkened Blade. Zac trying to leap to safety, but Reckless is already firing back. He's going to cut through that health bar, and in comes Blippo. Locks down. May look for the ultimate here. If he gets the fear, they may be able to reset it. Senkuks is going to get deleted. No, just barely making it up. But Nemesis striking back from the lane phase to find that kill.
It feels like when Fnatic are winning these very messy fights, that they're capitalizing by also taking objective, whereas when Rogue are coming back into these skirmishes, all they get are the kills.
And this is a barroom brawl. This is no holds barred. This is over the Drake area. Rogue going to concede and look to set up some vision around Baron, knowing that's the next big objective. A small win for Fnatic trigger here. They need to go for this Baron or they're just going to lose a tower for nothing.
And again, the 50-50 is not as punishing for Fnatic because they have the Smite and the Syndra. So they are very comfortable with their vision denial, with their composition, and their ability to turn off the Baron. All of these champions can very quickly turn from the pit and start a fight.
Scatter the Weak and the Black Shield. 2 cooldowns you have to keep your eye on. They're going to be crucial to stop any kind of engage, or they can just immediately pick off Kikis. Well played here, pulled right back in by Blippo. Now the knockup comes in, but the fear is coming out as well. Prophet trying to find some damage over the backline, leaping in onto Nemesis. Pulled back. Ulti already been consumed. Rogue now on the retreat. Zac leaping in once again. Prophet running for his life to try to save his team, but Fnatic just clean up the fight.
And just the zone control, the fact that Fnatic knew, we've got the vision control, we can turn off the Baron, just welcome to the meat grinder. PQ is too low range on the Vayne. He can't get anywhere near this composition. If Urgot steps forward, and if Syndra throws out Scatter the Weak, that's longer than Vayne's auto attack range. He can't do anything.
They are going to be able to grab a tower mid.
Scatter the Weak and the dive from Zac. They can try to force anything, as here's a trap.
Are they going to try to go for it? They've been spotted out. This is no. Yeah, you're not stuck in here with us. Or we're not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with whatever.
I don't think anyone's stuck.
Fnatic now breaking those tier 2s quite easily. Prophet continues to split push. The rest of his team are holding on for dear life, but he's feeling good in this side lane.
And with the gold advantage and the item advantage that Fnatic have, not that they're trying to threaten the AC here because it looks like Rogue just rolled over and gave them the structure, but if they did, they have the power and confidence to dive right now.
A lot of damage though goes onto Broxy. He's just going to go right back over the wall. There's a 3.5 item Reckless. That is a Death Cap Luden's Syndra with double flat pen. So both Senkuks and Hiku are kind of forever holding on for dear life. Because even Reckless just hits like a truck right now.
I mean, you're looking for the miracle team fight from Rogue. You've got to have like a multi-man Pulverize into a multi-man Yasuo ultimate, and even then it might be too little too late.
Here's the TP. They're now looking for the flank. Senkuks is trying to find some kind of knockup. Widid is hoping to find an engage, but Fnatic are confident. They're grouped up. They're walking down the mid lane. Rogue approaching from both sides. Fnatic pulling back, not looking to get flanked. Wadid finds potentially a backline, but it just is the key for now Bwipo to step forward. They see Wadid behind them. They're playing this team fight nice and slow, and Rogue are losing all of their health just trying to find this perfect setup, just to find this perfect engage.
And I want to put attention to Nemesis and Hilly. Watch where...
And at this point, not both the composition and the gold lead now backing up Fnatic as well. They want to pick a fight here. 2 inhibitors down. This is clinical. This is textbook style.
Look at Wadid. He's trying so hard to get around this deep vision,
but
because
they know
he
he's
knows
coming
he needs
now.
the flank.
If they want to go, they need to go now.
Watch Nemesis, he's owns him off.
He's looking for the disengage. Now Brock's looking for the re-engage. Wadid, is he going to find the opportunity? Can they get anything else? Propagating down a decent amount of damage. Tenkok's looking now for the fall. Bwipo has spent the ultimate. Fnatic pulling back, realizing they're at a cooldown disadvantage, and they're just going to retreat. They're playing this so patiently. Rogue need to pull the trigger. They need to find some kind of advantage, because the creeps are moving in on the bottom side. Kickus going to interrupt the engage. Senkok's now locked out. Prophet trying to fire back. It's just a slow, steady fight. Both sides poking at each other, but it's Fnatic who's going to win the day, because look at those super minions just hitting free on the Nexus. Bwipo knows that now he just has to buy time. Rogue have taken way too long to find this engage, and the tower is going to drop in favor of Fnatic.
And Fnatic said in their interviews that while they were losing games, they felt that their team fighting was still clean, and you're starting to see some of this well-oiled machine. Every member knows exactly what their responsibility is to the team fights. Nemesis constantly zoning away Wadid, constantly dissuading him from looking for the engagement.
Scoring, this could be the last dance. Prophet finding a good engage. Reckless locked up. Wadid buying a little bit more time, but he's just instantly deleted. Proxy bringing multiple members back. Prophet trying to find anything. Senkok's in the middle of the team, but he's just going to get taken out. Triple for Reckless. He wants a little bit more. Can he get anything else in the exchange? The Quadra. I cannot believe it. The pentakill for Reckless. He is back, ladies and gentlemen, taking down Rogue. A good way to get him started in this season.
And finally, we have some momentum back in Fnatic. The fact that it's Reckless as the hard carry, the pentakill to top it off, and they're finally on the board.
Fnatic taking down Rogue. 1-4 as Rogue.
The Scion. Oh, last moment switch there from Gorilla towards the Aurelia. So although we saw, you talked about it, Vedius, you said they have a lot of AP damage on the rest of their team. Pick yourself up some AD.
Yeah, I agree. So now we see Kadron making his way up towards the top side. Soaz should have spotted him.
Engage, there's the disdain. Kadron with a follow-up engage, and Soaz not going to flash away, doesn't want to burn it. First Blood XL, and it's stat spot is doing too well for us at the moment.
Ooh, here we go. Fervent Remnant flash on
out for him,
XL.
getting a huge amount of damage down. Kadron there just in time though. XL, the ignite not enough, but Fervent flashes forward for the kill and survives with the Triumph. Gorilla there with the shield, and
That Triumph is the name. And this is great for him, because we talked about how the mid lane should be, in theory, a losing matchup for back in game, because we see 2 junglers heading towards top side.
Yeah, Kadron is here first. Has another ultimate available, flashes in, so it's trying to get away with the slicing. Maelstrom just stuns them both up, but with the ignite, that will be enough. Expect picks up the kill, and it's a second good gank for XL.
They're forced to concede this, but at the rate at which XL is going, they should be able to secure first tower of the game.
Yeah, the Rift Tower just giving you such a bonus in taking down these towers. Even through 4 bulwark stacks for those increased armor and magic resist on the tower, they'll still be able to take it. They do sacrifice the Ocean Dragon for it, though. You know, Misfits will say, okay, we know your jungler's top side, we will try and play down towards this bottom side, and XL actually rotate away and they say, okay, we can play towards mid now with our AD carry and support, or even look for the steal. Maxtor smites it away and will secure it.
No, that will be the final tower played down, but the issue that I'm now seeing for XL is that all this gold has gone on to Hans Summer. He is now sitting at 1.2k. Vision is on the top side of the map. With that Baron being available, it doesn't matter much.
Last blood comes out, Gorilla goes golden. Hans Summer underneath the tower. Great knockback, perfectly timed there from Kadron. Gorilla will pay for his misstep with his life, and now XL are going to force down mid. Side lane's not pushed to the right position for Misfits, but Riven, of course, no teleport, so he can't join this fight, and XL will claim this mid lane tower as their prize.
So that caught me completely off guard. Was focusing on how the fact that
our Ocean Drake for XL will be their first dragon of the game. Of course, Ocean Drake's at 18 minutes in the game, not the most impactful, but still, if you want to...
With a gold lead for pretty much the first 18 minutes of play. But now, after losing that death, after losing the Drake, they have been forced to... because, if anything, if you're going to send XL off to a side lane, you ideally want him against Febiven, because he doesn't have the teleport. So the fact that he's building magic resistance says that he's itemizing towards that Misfits will easily walk into the river, they'll gain control over the river, and then XL have vision of nothing. because...
The Baron, Misfits have all 5 members here, but so has no ultimate, no slicing mouse from XL still on the Baron. Misfits pushing down, so as forced back by Kasing, down to about half HP. A great explosive cast separates the fight, and XL now on the front foot pushing forward towards Misfits. Forbidden gets in, he gets onto Hansama, looking for that stun lock. Hansama uses the supercharge to go invisible for the moment. Kasing forced back, Maxlaw looking for the flank, can't quite find it. Forbidden jumps in the Vanguard's edge, doesn't disarm, but they catch onto Cage, he flashes away. Good stun with the flawless duet. Kasing with another engage. Maxwell goes golden, he's in the middle of XL. Gorilla pushing forward, the teleport coming in for someone. He has the flash. He has the slicing mouse from Gorilla's dead. Jessica survives, gets himself out alive, and XL once again commands. Expect there as well with the smite, gets it, he kills it! Oh my god! Expect, he gets the kill off the back of it as well! They get 2! Holy hell, XL, that was good!
And now XL continue the chase. Soaz trying to run for his life. He has no flash. He does have the E, but this should be enough to get them away. But XL takes so much more. The Baron goes in their pockets. All 5 members are alive. Welcome to the late game, Misfits. This belongs to XL.
The underdog's bark is way worse than their bite. They managed to get the kill. They steal it away with the unsealed spellbook smite. And now they push in against Misfits. No one would have expected it, but XL have come to play.
Here they are. They're now sieging up towards this top inhibitor, but Hansama is angry.
Soaz still has his ultimate. Expect's going to force him back. Jessica on that inhibitor tower, mid down. Still at the top lane, just pushing back. Kasing dodges away. Means that Hansama can't go for that full-on engage. No inhibitor.
And now they're putting the pressure onto Misfits. You can see Soaz in the bot side trying to trade, but he has to go back to base. His ultimate is available. Can Misfits find a fight to keep them alive?
Here he comes, back to base. Slicing mouse from up, no flash for him. Maxwell standing on the front line. Kasing uses the hex flash across the wall. Explosive cast knocks them back. That's the inhibitor's tower down. Now looking for the inhibitor as well. Jessica pops the ult. Keeps XL in the right spot for the time being. Now pushing towards mid. They rotate. Double cannon wave. Pushing in means Misfits have to respond at some point. Hansama gets some damage down, but XL take the second inhibitor and back out. There's a Mountain Dragon there for them if they want it. So as looking for the opportunity to here, the Mountain Dragon, their 3rd of the game, 32 minutes in. Next up will be an Elder if we get to that point, but they
will slowly chip that tower down. They just need to be patient. They're so close to getting another upset. I say their first upset rather, but here we go.
Expect pops the cleanse. Forbidden knocked back. XL there with the last bet. Hansama doing a lot of damage here, though. He's still alive in the back of this fight. Expect's going to go down into the GA. Kasing keeping Soaz away from the fight. Great stuff, zoning out that cannon. You can see XL trying to get the damage down. Soaz goes golden right the right moment. Hansama jumps in! That's 2 for Hansama! Soaz goes down as well, but Jessica almost took down Maxwell upside as well. Cage on Expect and Jessica can still push in here because Misfits are so low.
That was actually a fight in favor of Misfits, but their base is falling apart. They have to go back and defend, which allows the 3 members of XL to secure themselves another inhibitor. Misfits on full base defense mode.
They're looking for the Nexus tower. Jessica is the one on the front line, but you have to think you back away.
Gonna die.
So low, doesn't die. Expect jumps onto Forbidden. Forbidden not able to survive for that long. He goes golden. Maxwell forced away as well. It's Jessica. It's all on him. He gets 1. Maxwell forced away, pulled back into the meat grinder, and Misfits have been ground up by XL this game. Hansama jumps in. Jessica goes golden. Hansama's down, and you have to think Misfits are down as well. Jessica survives, and XL cement their place in the LEC.
Cassandra is 1. But
something to look down as well. Yeah, Malzahar is like the classic.
The other one, yeah.
And the lockdown potential from this team, Origin, is absolutely disgusting. Got Nethergrass, Glacial Prison.
Now we see Cold coming towards bot lane, and Origin, they're looking for a play.
Jack Troll puts down the lantern, dodges out, but he can't dodge the Glacial Prison. No flash on Jack Troll. He is down. Mithy secures first blood. He doesn't actually have his smite, so it would be very difficult for him to land it. Mowgli has his. Sonic Wave goes in. There it goes. Rift Herald secured by Mowgli and by Cabochard. And they will just be able to walk forward to it. Cole trying to get away, but can't get across the wall. Just about manages. Beyond Death will pull it back, though, until it chucks out a True Shot Barrage. And just as you said it, Vedius, OG give up a kill.
Really good punish.
Yeah, it was brave from Mowgli, because Silence could have just come in. Cole's going to get the lockdown here as well, and that is a very deadly sin. The Rift Herald not even going to get towards the tower either. But doesn't the grasp down. I was about to say that Vitality, we talked about how they had, you know, a losing bottom lane but a winning mid lane matchup, and they'd used that well because they had this 25-26 CS lead and the bot lane's relatively even still, but when you sacrifice things like that and you give kills across towards the enemy mid lane, that's not the best place. Alfari dodging around here, will pop the Decimating Smash down, but that might be enough. The Fear Beyond Death. Cabochard just picking kills out of the woodwork, was not expecting that.
Medic
hovers over them
So
both.
it's
Here we are.
60 seconds for the Malzahar ult, which is insanely
That's
short.
so short.
But it's because he's level 11, I guess.
And he has the cooldown boost.
Yeah, but it's 90 seconds for QSS.
Okay, so there's a 30-second window in which you can find your opportunity. Origin currently trying to find an opportunity to push in this mid
They're
lane.
grouping up now, though. Remember, this is the situation Origin want to find themselves in. No AD carry right now, but he's just pushed in top. He's making his way down to mid, and they're going to continue sieging onto this tower while Cabochard continues to split off on the side lane.
Because we did wonder who group up mid. Missed the Glacial Prison, missed the Binding, but they just wanted the tower more than anything else.
Yep. I still feel like the fact that it is an objective overall and it sets up for the next Drake in the game means that it kills onto LeBlanc. And now we're 18.5 minutes into the game. This is where you get worried.
Yep.
This is where you're like, okay, my LeBlanc doesn't have kills. She hasn't really been
from Alfari will mean that he survives for the moment, but this deep vision does help out Vitality if they're trying to make these happen.
Check the Baron, and then once Origin are in the enemy jungle that's dark, then Vitality will find a pick, which they can then hopefully convert into the Baron. But starting the Baron would be very... Yes.
When they've only won 25% of their games so far.
Yep.
It's a pretty brave one, Vedius. Mountain Drake goes over to Vitality. Here we go, Mowgli over the engage. Teleport coming in as well, Vitality want the fight, they need to do something. Nuke flashes away, Mowgli getting out of the fight, but Jizuke up towards the top side, onto Patrick, Jetro there as well, the hook connects. Can Jizuke get the damage down? Patrick's still alive, Jizuke takes him out and survives. Alfari now there as well, but Attila just opens up from the side. This is great for Vitality. They're just dancing around the fight perfectly. It's a double for Jizuke, and now Mythic Cold and Alfari have to run for the hills because the chase is on. Hook does not connect. Ends up being a 2 for 2
but
in
Attila's
the
on
river.
the chase.
Attila still going forward. Mithy flashes away. Cold has the blast cone and will use it to escape. Jack Troll finds Alfari. And Alfari, not long for the Summoner's Rift, you have to peel. Blast cones away, but eventually will get taken out by Cabochard.
Now, I wasn't expecting Vitality to just
On
start...
the side of Vitality, Cabochard sitting on a K, 850 on Vitality as well. And those 4 QSSs available for Vitality.
Sorry, that was a weird noise. Face checks.
Jumped on, flashes away. Black Shield keeps him safe.
that
Mowgli! That's why you bring him into your team. The 3-man kick catches Origin off guard, and Vitality. Wants Mowgli sitting at the battle pit. No ultimate on him. True Shot Barrage comes out, hits Cold. There's the teleport as well. Origin, they just want to get out of this. Cold caught up. That's the jungler down, and now Vitality will turn straight back towards the Baron. They've started it up.
That vision finally coming in handy for Vitality. That pick is all they wanted, and now with no smite available on Origin, Vitality are able to secure the objective. I think if they go for a fight now, it's dangerous.
They've gone through it, and Mowgli smites it down to about half HP though. Alfari in the front line, jumps back, Cabochard with the chase, QSS used, Unstoppable Onslaught used to get away. Patrick maybe thinks he can do something here, looking for the dashes around. He grouped up 4 in this bottom lane, 1 in the mid lane. Jizuke just getting that extra push in. Mowgli once again lands a Sonic Wave, they got the suppression down, Cabochard flashes away. The QSS used a little bit too late, but here's Jizuke. Look at the backline, look at the LeBlanc. Alfari, hook lands onto a Cold, but Jizuke's still there, and all 3 members of Origin just have to try and react to him. Attila already got Cold, and Jizuke jumps away. That's 2 for Vitality. Jizuke, the bodyguard on the backline, and already Vitality can push him with this Baron.
Origin tried to go for the fight, but they can't pull it off. They're too far behind now. The redemption will come through. Vitality's 4 members will continue the siege, and with the front line down for Origin, they've got nothing left to stop the onslaught of Vitality.
Once again, Origin just getting caught out, dying in the wrong places, and Vitality of the team. They are the stone cold killers, the ones that will capitalize immediately on that. Now they're going to push mid. This will be their second inhibitor tower of the game. Jizuke is quite low. Maybe Nuked Up thinks he has a chance to catch someone out.
Looking to secure their second inhibitor of the game. They need to back away though. The tanks are respawning on the side of Origin. Vitality can be pretty onto Cabochard. They think if they can just blow him up, then they'll be in a great spot. Alfari actually misses his ultimate onto Cabo. That might have been enough. Still has a couple seconds left on it. They'll utilize every second to secure another objective. And there's Jizuke continuing to zone them off. Now there's only 1 lane left. Remember that the Baron respawn timer has dropped.
Cold has skyrocketed for Vitality in the last couple of minutes.
And it's just so impressive because, you know, and they just found a way to teamfight against a composition that should be better. Now, OG go for a final fight.
Glacial Prison lands on Attila, but he doesn't even use the QSS. That's an instant smash from Alfari. Vitality Caught up a little bit. Mowgli jumps onto the back line, goes golden already. You look at the damage coming out. The fear beyond death. That's one fear elf. Cold gets caught out as well. Attila's jumped over the wall. Uses the QSS to get away from Alfari and will escape. And Vitality once again get 2 kills for nothing.
Oh, there's Jizuke going over the wall. The spell shield comes in, so Patrick is able to back off. But all 5 members are still alive for Vitality. Their front line soaked up so much damage. And again, it's supposed to be easier for Origin to kill the frontline than it is for Vitality, but Cabochard is so tanky. Mowgli, with a great stopwatch to zone Patrick away from the front line, means that Vitality were able to melt through Alfari and Cold, and now they have their eyes set on this final inhibitor.
It's almost like Vitality are drawing the fights into separate skirmishes. You've got Mowgli jumping on the back line, separating Patrick from his team. You've got Attila diving towards the side as well.
Do you lose your base or do you lose the ban? Either way, you lose, Origin.
Nukedug's already gone back to try and deal with Jizuke, but unable to do too much. Can't stop him taking the inhibitor. Cold.
Jizuke's coming back.
Jizuke's coming back. It's going to be a 4v5. No teleport on Nukedug. Baron resets, but Vitality don't even really want it yet. They're going to start it up once again. Here comes Jizuke. Jumps in no vision. Cold has the opportunity to jump forward. Vitality have disengaged from the Baron. There's Patrick. Goes forward with the black shield. Gets some damage down. There's the unstoppable onslaught. Alfari pushes them into the pit, but Cabochard past the fear beyond death. He's going to pull him back into the meat grinder and flashes forward. A 3-man fear, and Origin have a lot to be scared of. They get the shot down. Patrick's turning it around. Jizuke might be going for the base. Well, this is happening, you know. 3 kills over to Origin. Attila trying to keep them interested, trying to keep his... I don't think they realize this Baron is there. No, a Vitality. Great TPs in. Will secure the Baron for themselves. 42 minutes in, it's their second of the game.
Now,
of course, that QSS denies you that extra ability to get the item. Mythy has to pop the black shield on himself. Mowgli has the flank position. Redemption comes out, but Jizuke has the flank, and Vitality are in the perfect spot to find this fight. Mowgli chases Alfari off, already one down. Alfari kicked back into the team. Mowgli jumps forward again. Here comes Nukedug, but already Alfari is down. 2 kills for Vitality, and Origin are licking their wounds as they run back to base.
Origin tried to set up the trap, but it is Vitality that springs it onto them. Now 2 members are dead. Vitality are looking to end this game.
Jizuke pops the QSS. It's all on Patrick and Nukedug. You have to feel, but Vitality's still so healthy. Attila takes the silence to the face. Call of the Void, perhaps calling him to his demise. 15 kills to 7 up. Vitality closing in on the win.
Origin, the last-ditch effort to keep their hopes and dreams of this game alive. Vitality looking to make their way further in the standings. Here we go.
First Nexus Tower down. Cole tries to defend, but he's already hooked up. The second Nexus Tower short to follow. Jizuke jumps onto the back line. Nukedug and Patrick forced out. And the Nexus has to be the target now for Vitality. They secure their 4th win in a row with a victory over Origin.
Okay, let's take a look at the standings really quick, because of course you are at the top, as I've already mentioned, 4-1, sitting with Schalke as well. Froskern, when we look at the rest of the table, we're starting to see some splits now, as Misfits on the 2-game losing streak, Splice losing to Schalke earlier today. What else stands out to you?
Oh, it just stands out to me like that really meaty bottom of the pack. The fact that Fnatic and Origin are sitting down there. Yes, Fnatic did finally find a win, did some momentum today, but I don't think anyone expected the standings to look like that. Not that far down.
Did you, Attila?
Not really. I always thought Fnatic will actually be decent, like top 4, top 5. I wouldn't put them as high as people did, because they're losing SOAS and they're losing Caps, right? So it's still a weaker Fnatic, but I will never quote them to go 1-4 after 3rd week.
Do you think there's anyone that doesn't match the standings? Like, I'm looking at Excel right now. How good are they actually? Do you think that they're 6th, 5th, or do you think they're pushing into 4th?
I mean, right now, I never know. In the start of the split, like last split, Giants was on top of the table. I mean, Spring split. But I think SK are pretty decent. I think like Fnatic, Splice, Misfits, Vitality, Schalke, and G2 will make playoffs, honestly, as far as rosters stands and as far as I see the teams playing, and I just think that Rogue have no hope so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? They're losing today to Fnatic. I mean, we look at it really quickly, right? G2, they take down SK today. Fnatic, they finally pick up their win. Obviously, you guys now sitting at the top of the table. Let's look a little further forward. You're playing G2. Is there anybody other than Vitality that can stop them? And if it is going to be Vitality, how will you stop them?
I mean, I don't know about the other teams, because I don't have trust in other teams, honestly, and I don't play with them. But when it comes to Vitality, I think we're not unstoppable, because, for example, we already dropped 1 game against Schalke, and obviously best of ones is always like this 1% chance that the worst team can win as well. But I think we have a good shot against G2. Like, they play crazy, we play crazy too. It's just much fire with fire, and let's see who wins.
I'm very excited. I got one more question on the standings before we move on to a little game that we have prepared for you. Misfits, they go 3-0, they're now 0-2. How good are they?
I think Misfits is right now top 3.
Okay.
And when I say top 3, it's the third.
Got it. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3.
You think they're definitively better than Schalke?
Did they play already? No, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean,
check.
it's rough to say because I think like Misfits mid lane. I think Fabian is good, but I don't know how good he is. But he, you know, against Abadage, he should win. Upset against Hansama, they are both really one of like a top tier AD carries. So whoever gets the bot matchup better is gonna win.
Swiftly. Let's take a look tomorrow, of course. I think we do have the schedule in terms of the games coming up in the spring split. G2 will look to continue their winning streak. They'll be taking on Splice. SK will be playing Origin. Vitality will be playing Rogue. This is another sort of top of the table versus bottom of the table. But Attila, what game are you most interested to watch tomorrow?
Not really any, honestly.
Okay, why?
I think tomorrow's game, like maybe 5th game, maybe Fnatic come back strong, like they cheer up because today, they won. Their Wonder Boy got a pentakill. They should cheer up a little bit and maybe they pull out something against
the match of the day as well.
Yeah, against the 0-2 recently Misfits. I think we broke them a little bit, like the morale, but it's okay. But I think tomorrow's games are low-key predictable, I believe, and I guess there will be no surprises at all.
Run through it. G2 Splice.
G2.
Excel Schalke.
Origin. Us. And Misfits.
Okay, we're going to quote you on that. We'll see tomorrow at the end of PGL because I'm hosting it as well.